Hello students, in this video we shall learn about the Everest reactions written by R.K. Narayan. First of all, let us learn about the author. R.K. Narayan, born on 1906, became very popular with his semi-autobiographical novel Swami and Friends, set in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. Known for his ability to write simple yet engrossing stories, R.K. Narayan won many awards for his works. He was the elder brother of the famous cartoonist R.K. Laxman. The Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. It lies on the border between Nepal and the Tibet Autonomous Region of China. The summit of Everest itself is covered by rock-hard snow, surmounted by a layer of softer snow that fluctuates annually by some 5 to 20 feet. The snow level is highest in September after the monsoon and lowest in May after having been depleted by the strong winter winds. Mount Everest sits on the crest of the Great Himalayas in Asia, lying on the border between Nepal and Tibet. The summit and upper slopes sit so high in the Earth's atmosphere that the amount of breathable oxygen there is 1/3 what it is at sea level. Lack of oxygen, powerful winds and extremely cold temperatures, and unpredictable and dangerous weather preclude the development of any plants and animals' life there. The first explorers, New Zealander Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa of Nepal, were the first explorers to reach the summit of the world's highest mountain, which at 29,035 feet above sea level is the highest point on Earth. They conquered the Mount Everest at 11:30 a.m. on 29 May 1953. The two of them were a part of the British expedition team. They made their final assault on the summit after spending a fateful night at 27,900 feet. News of their achievement broke around the world on 2nd June, the day of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. The first recorded attempt to climb Mount Everest was made in 1921 by a British expedition that trekked 400 difficult miles across the Tibetan Plateau to the foot of the great mountain. A raging storm forced them to abort their ascent. As of 2017, more than 7,600 people have reached the top of the mountain and nearly 300 have perished in the attempt. Summary of the story. Everest Reactions is a story about the conquest of Mount Everest and the discussions made after the villagers heard the news. In this story, the character by the name Thambi is a young and an enthusiastic boy. He was the youngest in the family and is 12 years old. He brought the news to his villagers that the Everest has been conquered. The story. Once upon a time, there lived a young boy named Thambi. He had an inquisitive and a curious mind who always seek for knowledge. Young Thambi has the habit of going to his neighbor's house every now and then to listen to the radio. he gets updated regarding latest happenings around the world in traffic, sports, and other such things. He then comes back to his family members at home with different types of news on cricket scores, flying saucers, road accidents, etc. Whenever his elders lost interest in living, then he would come up with the news of dacoity and arson, which always turned to be untrue. One fine day, he came back and told his villagers that the Everest has been climbed by Tenzin and Hillary. However, the villagers did not believe him. They took it as one of Tambi's jokes, as he always tells rumors about many different things. The news about the Everest was taken with a sort of gloomy resignation. The immediate reaction of the people on hearing the news was that Tambi was caught by the ear and was rebuked or scolded for having gone to the neighbor's house without studying. It was difficult for them to believe the news. But this time, in fact, Tambi was telling the truth. The villagers slowly came to believe the news when Tambi told them that Tenzing and Hillary had conquered the Everest. The people were disappointed because the news came through Tambi, and they felt that this news should have arrived in a spectacular or grand manner and with fanfare of trumpets and celebrations, because they have been waiting for this news over a century. They were also disappointed that man has conquered Everest, as they did not want men to conquer everything under the sun, because they believe it will make them too proud. The discussion on the Everest. On hearing the news, the villagers started discussing about the Everest. Each of them brought up different concepts about the Everest. One member of the group said that from an astrologer's point of view, the secret of success lies in getting hold of the horoscope of the persons concerned and fixing the time according to it. If it is done accurately, it would solve most of the problems of any venture. The person with the business temperament commented that people would query the ice from Everest, and as a result, refrigeration and air conditioning industries may have to be shut down, and people would have to find alternate employment. One member of the group said that the Everest is in India geographically, and that Tenzin is also an Indian. Another member said that he will not be happy until the Indian expedition team had planted the Indian flag on top of the Everest. With so much discussions going on for the day, with different comments from the villagers, further discussion on the Everest suddenly stopped when Thambi stormed into the room once again and said that his friend's father had bagged 5 tigers simultaneously when he had gone hunting. Simultaneously means one after the other. With this, we conclude our chapter, Everest Reactions by R.K. Narayan. Thank you.